So everyone open laptops and try to do it. First, what you are trying to do? What are trying to do? Default arguments. Default arguments. Right. So default arguments, we are trying to define your function. Define. Then one function, we are defining it with the name of power. Values I am passing as one is base. Second as power. Power is equal to by default value, we are passing as 2. Then enter. Then we are trying to return here the value whatever given, the base value into then power. So we are passing the power. If I execute, this is nothing but defining the function. In this case, how many mandatory arguments you defined? Base is a mandatory argument and power is a default, or sometimes people used to call this as optional argument. Okay, now let us see how to call this one. We are trying to call here function underscore power. I'm passing 5 as a base value, then I'm trying to enter. Then we are getting a 25. By default, it's taken, square is taken, 5 square is equal to 25. Then we are trying to calculate here function power, then 5 comma 3 we are passing. So already given the default value as 2, but it won't take now default value. It is going to override this default value with 3. Hence, it is going to give you now 125 is answer. That's it. That's what the default arguments. But the problem with this function is how many arguments it is going to accept at any point of time? Only 2 arguments max. Max is 2 arguments. If I try to provide, let us say, something more like this, it is going to throw the problem. What is the solution for these things? The solution for this thing is we have to go for here second one. The second one is available flexible arguments. Flexible arguments. Flexible arguments means you can pass now in the runtime how many things you want, that many things you can pass it. For example, I'm trying to create here a function, define function, then underscore. Then we are trying to calculate here the total fee of the class we are going to calculate here. I'm not sure how many people are going to join 7 a.m., 8 a.m., 9 a.m. in respective months. So that's what I'm giving here star. Star stands for flexibility. Name whatever you want, you can provide it. But generally, people are providing arcs is a standardization. We're also providing arcs. But you can provide this name, user defined name only, any name you can provide it. Now we are trying to enter. The total fee, whatever we are going to calculate, first I am initiating with the 0. Total fee we are initiating with the 0. Now we are calculating the total fee is equal to the total fee plus the R's. Okay, before that, one more thing I have to do. I have to start here some for loop to read one by one value from here. So let's say fee, okay, then in, then we have to say args, then enter. Then we are saying as total fee is equal to total fee plus whatever we have here fee, we have to take it. Then finally, we are trying to return this total fee, whatever available, we are trying to return here. So let us go and try to return. So say as return, then we are saying as total fee. That's it. Let us say I am trying to call here function underscore total fee. One student paid 100, second student paid 200. Then it's giving you 300 is the total fee what paid. Suppose we are trying to execute here. Next one, let's say function underscore total fee. One student paid 100, second student paid 200, third student paid 300, fourth student paid 400. Now it is giving you 1000. So there is no limitations in the number of arguments in a function. How many things you wanted, how many people joined in that batch, that many things you can go and you can pass here. You can go and you can pass here. There is no limit here in the values. There is no limit here in the values. Now, third is I want here few parameters as mandatory are mandatory. Then rest are flexible. Rest are flexible. That's how we want it. Yeah, we can go and we can achieve that also. For example, we know we need to pay. Sometimes people used to say even the fee I can give the total discount I can give it, but registration fee is mandatory that we are going to supply the ID card, those things we are not going to pay from the pocket. So pay that minimum fee you paid. That is called as, people used to say, admission fee or registration fee, whatever it is, right? In the school, whenever you are joining, they used to say the initial amount they will take it, then we'll go for the fee, right? So that kind of thing we are trying to put it here, for example. So let us say I am trying to create here, define the function we are trying to define it, and we are saying as total fee with with registration. Total fee with registration. Now registration amount is mandatory, so let's say registration fee is, we are saying as mandatory. Thereafter we are trying to provide a rest of things are what? Flexible. How many students are available? For those many students, this registration fee is mandatorily this much is going to applicable. And fees, you may give the discount for some of the students based on their talent. Sometimes we will say they are very good subject wise, but they are poor. We may be giving the discounts. Okay, let us go and try to make it as work here. So we are trying to say as now total fee is equal to 0. Then we are trying to say for fee in, let us say, arcs. Then whatever we have here, total fee is equal to whatever we have the registration fee first. Even you have to do the total fee also, you have to do it. Plus for each time you have to add here registration fee also, we have to add it. Plus that arguments we have to do it. Whatever arc size available, that arcs you have to do it. So for each student, the registration fee is applicable. Then we are trying to written here. Let us write this written at the level of function. So then we are writing here return, then say total fee. Now we are trying to execute here this function underscore total fee with registration fee. Then we are saying as for each student, from each student, we are taking registration fee as 100 rupees. Let's say one student fee is 1000, second student fee is 2000, third student fee is 3000. Then error. Super. What is the error? Unsupported operand types for int and tuple. Oh, this is args I given. It's supposed to be what? Supposed to be fee. Okay. Now we got what? 6300 we got it. Previously I provided here by mistake args I provided. Okay. Now this is what the how to work with the default arguments. how to work with the flexible arguments. Any questions on the default and flexible arguments? No, right? Okay, that's good. Let us go and try to see the next one, key and value flexibilities.